Hi there, hope you're doing well. The work is kind of complete, and let me go ahead and give you an overview of how this works and everything. So currently we have two sheets. One is the data sheets where you'll be able to enter all your split ups and everything that you have in your mind. So that's here, and then your summary sheets, which consolidates all the information and shows you a lot of charts and other things from here. So let me give you an overview for each of these. I'll start with the data sheet. So you can see here, these are the categories that we have discussed: the income, savings, expense, and then budget, uh, and charity and tax debt. So with respect to the savings, it's just a if you wanted to have a spread of what you're saving and everything in respective bank, you can do that. But if you still don't want to capture that, you can go ahead and put that as zero. It's pretty much up to you. With respect to the income part of it, we have all these three things in here. If there are any other thing, any other additional thing, all you need to do is just right click, add, insert rows. It'll automatically get added here. One thing is when you right click, just make sure you select that, or at least somewhere in the middle, so that the formula will automatically get updated here. So that's almost like for all the information that we currently have here. Okay, so that's your income, and then your savings. Expense part, we have the ones which are required, and I've given a future use as well, because there is a chance that you may have something more, so that gets get updated here. So if there are any write-offs and anything, you can go ahead and update it here. So that's where we are. With respect to the budgeting, it's up to you to add whatever you want. For the time being, I've just put three of it. If you still like to have more things, you can go ahead and add it, and the totals will be automatically be linked. Charity part of it is right here, and then your tax and the debt. So the tax and the debt are again, at the moment I haven't given any split ups at the moment, but yes, you still be able to see all these things in here. So this is your data sheet where you'll be able to kind of update all the things that we just spoke about. And in the summary sheet, so all the information you see here are kind of linked onto the other sheet. So starting with the overall here, so this particular section gives you an overall view of each of these categories that we had. So for example, if you wanted to go ahead and start with the budget, so basically the budget is if you see here, this particular total, in the say where it says subtotal, it'll go ahead and get updated here automatically. So they are linked to each other. With respect to the income, savings, expense, charity, tax, and debt, again, all of these are updated here. So generally, what you would need is debt equity ratio. Uh, what's your income? What's your expenditure? What would be your variance? And how much is your variance and everything? So that's pretty much what it is. So basically, this particular column gives you the income information on whatever we saw on top. That's this row, and then your expenses right here, and then the difference between these two things. So this particular chart is the one which actually gets updated. So let's say your expense gets updated, a little more. The blue part will automatically slowly get covered up, so that you know that it gives you sort of an indicator. So this is total income, and then it gets if it is going to be eventually the variance will also become zero, or negative. So that's the thing. uh, I'll come to these charts. So this one gives you the expense type on consolidated information. So basically, let's say you go ahead and enter month on month expense, and so when you do enter it like that, obviously any information that you see will be YTD. That's year to date information based on the information that you have. Except the budgeting, generally the budget is done on the overall basis, and income, standard incomes can be put there. But if you, my suggestion is, if you would like to track your YTD information, then populate it the whenever you need, like month on month basis. So that's this, and this one gives you the budget versus expenses. So let's say you go ahead and you give a budget of this much and the expenses there. I put everything in the negatives just so that you'll be able to see it if it is splitting up over. So that is what is the variance is shown here. This one shows how much is your expense. That's your expense in your blue. And then that's your budgeted income. So you may have to revisit what's your budget on looking at the previous month, maybe when you try doing budget, just because anyway you're in the December, so you'll be able to do this starting Jan 2001. Moving on to the income information, again, all these it gives you a consolidated overview of how much is your salaries and benefits in terms of it. That gives you like an overview information as how it is. A little bit of split up right here, and then your expense till date. How much is it? That's your total. This is your total. All split ups also zero. Then your debt and your tax and everything. At the moment, I have, I mean, if needed, when you add new things, you can go ahead and remove this section where we can use these full columns for more, debts and tax, whichever you may have. But at the moment, it's not linked, so we can link it when you have the data. So that's pretty much where we are. So let me know if this makes sense, and if there are any other changes or anything, let me know. We'll go ahead and update it. We'll have a discussion later if needed. Thank you. Have a good day.